Okay. What happened, Marge?
All right.
It's the black stuff's in the dark.
Okay. You're on.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Wow, you really can't see anybody out here, can you?
I told you, I'm not a liar. Archie's sometimes fall.
Yes.
Not that I deliver that. I say, you can't see out there whether it's 5 feet or 500, but we only got 285 seats. Right out there's 500. So you've been doing comedy long?
Almost 2 years now. Started at the Comedy Project, as you can see, some advertising here.
All right. You do very many shows a year? Or?
I do about 5 or 6 a month.
Wow.
So, yeah, I guess I'm out there.
I like to think I do a lot of comedy shows, but my best ones is just before the alarm goes off and I wake up. Like, what was I doing?
Yeah. I can't say I've had that same experience, but you know, I'm still young, I suppose.
Well, what are you saying? I'm not, Archie.
Well,
That guy over there is the one that...
I represent that
Now
remark.
listen, I'm only 24. I have been for the last 27 years.
Oh, I'm 21 for the last 10 years, so yes.
There you go.
So I do a lot of one-liners and spur of the moment joking. And people are like, "Well, you sit up at night and think about this stuff?" I'm like, "No, I never remember the punchline." When I was younger, I would try repeating jokes that I was told, and I'd get the start of it and the punchline, and they'd like, "What did you say?" So you come up with your own stuff, or is it spur of the moment, or?
Well, yeah, I come up with my own stuff. Mostly it's my life experiences. I have cerebral palsy, so, you know, that just writes itself, you know.
I'm so bad when I ask the question just because I seen your skit. I'm like, you're probably going to use it, so I won't. Don't want to do a spoiler alert.
Okay.
That is pretty funny, though. Even if I didn't write it myself.
Thank you.
So, is there anything else you'd like to tell us? I think since that working, how bad we did?
Well, on May 7th, I will be at Dr. Gren's at the Bob performing 3 minutes. 3 minutes is easy, so we're in and out and we get to go home.
Sweet.
Other than that, I really don't have anything other than tonight and that. But who knows, you know, April's still going and May is just around the corner, so anything can happen.
Well, we potentially could have you on again in the future. Right now, we're planning on this month and then next month to take the summer off just because our volunteers got their hands full with all the pre-movie weekends and other things going on. But we're hoping to start it up again in the fall, and if things go good, do it once a month or every other month. And so,
Yeah, I'd love to be back.
so for doing your skit, do you want a mic stand or you just want to stand with a mic?
I can start right here. How about some applause? Let's get some noise going, folks. Great to be here. Yes, hello, my name is Tim Ross, and some of you may remember me from high school. I was voted most nerdy. Yep, it was a landslide. Yeah, I hated high school. Even the teachers made fun of me. Like, there was this teacher I had who was just evil. I always said after graduation, I was going to be in entertainment. And she would say, "Trust me, Tim, I'm not going to see you in entertainment." Well, I graduated and eventually ended up in entertainment. As for that teacher, can't really be sure what actually happened. Rumor has it, she made the wrong person mad and they threw water on her and she melted like the witch in The Wizard of Oz. Just kidding, she's dead now. Don't feel bad. Technically, she was right. She did say she was never going to see me in entertainment. Yeah, teachers have never liked me. Like, I was at this high school art show once, and I got a detention for disruption. Funny thing about that is, I'm 40. This is like the 4th time that's happened. That's gotta be some kind of record. I think they'd stop inviting Uncle Tim to school events, but obviously they haven't learned anything. Have you ever sat through detention with your own niece? It's really weird. A little more about me. I have cerebral palsy, clearly. Spastic cerebral palsy, to be more accurate. Basically, the right side of my body is weaker than my left. So if you're ever trapped under a bookshelf for some reason, hopefully it's on my left side. Because if it's not, you better call Superman or you're out of luck. So, the cool kind of cerebral palsy. All right, well, I guess there's really no cool one. It's cooler than that weird eye twitch the strange lady next door has. Okay, well, I guess that's kind of cool too. You get the picture. It's a mild case. Far more mild than my stepdad's 5-alarm chili. Even more mild than the smells coming from the bathroom after he has his chili. Yeah, I can hear about that later. Yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna hear about that. Sometimes though, people ask me some odd questions about it. Like I was on this date, and the woman I was with asks, "With your condition, how's it even possible for you to date?" I said, "Oh, it's a medical miracle. Apparently my personality still works even when my muscles don't." I mean, I have awkward exchanges all the time. Like I was on this cruise, and I was talking to this random woman from Texas. We get to talking about my cerebral palsy, and she says, "Oh yeah, we had a guy with MS in my high school. You probably know him." I said, "Yeah, I know him. We met when our mentor, Charles Xavier, took us to a special school to help harness our abilities." I thought, wow, whatever that woman had certainly wasn't mild. Even though I have cerebral palsy, I'm the least accident-prone person in my whole family. I'd like to think the universe saw my family's coordination was way too high, so to level the playing field, it decided to put everyone else on the same rhythm. Yeah, my family is so clumsy that at parties, instead of punch, the host just hands them a bunch of waivers instead. My family doesn't need a medical history. They need a frequent flyer program to the ER and a local priest to bless the kickstands on their bikes. At this point, the training wheels aren't for the kids. They're for the estate lawyer. Yeah, my family's clumsiness is so legendary that the Last Supper isn't a biblical reference. It's just the insurance company's optimistic forecast for their next dinner out. My family is so tired of me calling them clumsy that they actually staged an intervention. It had to be canceled though because everybody tripped on the rug on the way in. I mean, seriously, my family's clumsiness is so iconic that they don't have a welcome mat at the front door. They have a first aid station and a Days Without Falls scoreboard. They've taken break a leg from a theatrical tradition and turned it into a family household hobby. All right, guys, thank you. I've been Tim Ross.
Tim, one question for you. Has anybody ever asked you how you catch that?
Oh yes, people ask me all the time, "How did you catch that?" I said, "Oh, when they tell you not to drink from the drinking fountain, you should really listen."